What if I told you there was a man so rich that even today, no billionaire on earth can compare to him? Not Elon Musk. Not kings. Not entire nations. One man. History hid this. His name was Mansa Musa. And his story isn't just about wealth. It's about power, influence, and a moment in history when Africa stood at the center of the world. Part 1: The rise of a king long before the world knew his name. Mansa Musa was born into a royal family of the Mali Empire. But his rise to power was anything but ordinary. According to historical accounts, the king before him, Abu Bakr II, made a bold and mysterious decision. He wanted to explore what lay beyond the Atlantic Ocean. So he gathered ships, hundreds of them, and sailed into the unknown. He never returned. And just like that, Mansa Musa became emperor. Not through war. Not through rebellion. But through one of the most mysterious disappearances in history. From that moment, he inherited not just a throne, but one of the most powerful empires on earth. Part 2: The Empire of Gold. The Mali Empire was not small. It stretched across vast regions of West Africa, covering areas of modern-day Mali, Senegal, Niger, Guinea, and beyond. But what made it truly powerful was what lay beneath its soil: gold. At the time, Mali controlled a massive portion of the world's gold supply. Some estimates suggest it produced nearly half of the gold known to the Old World. Think about that. Half. Gold flowed through trade routes across the Sahara Desert, connecting Africa to North Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. And here's the secret most people don't realize: gold in Mali wasn't freely owned. Large gold nuggets belonged to the emperor. Only gold dust could circulate among the people. That meant one thing. Mansa Musa didn't just have wealth. He controlled the entire system of wealth. And when you control the system, you control the world. Part 3: A devout king with a grand vision. Mansa Musa was not just a ruler of wealth. He was deeply religious. A devoted Muslim. He believed in faith, discipline, and purpose. And like many Muslims, he desired to complete the Hajj, the sacred pilgrimage to Mecca. But when Mansa Musa decided to go, he didn't travel like an ordinary man. He traveled like an empire. Part 4: The greatest journey in history. In 1324, Mansa Musa began his journey to Mecca. What followed became one of the most legendary journeys ever recorded. Imagine this: a caravan stretching for miles across the desert. Tens of thousands of people. Soldiers, servants, officials, scholars, and camels. Dozens of them, each carrying heavy loads of gold. Everywhere they passed, people stopped and stared. They had never seen anything like it. This wasn't just wealth. This was a display of power the world had never witnessed. History hid this. Some accounts say that even the servants wore fine silk and carried gold staffs. It wasn't just about reaching Mecca. It was about showing the world what Mali had become. Part 5: The day gold lost its value. When Mansa Musa arrived in Cairo, everything changed. He gave away gold freely. To the poor. To leaders. To strangers. He spent generously in markets. He gifted gold without hesitation. At first, the people of Cairo celebrated. But then, the laws of economics took over. There was too much gold. The supply increased rapidly. And when supply increases, value drops. Gold became less valuable. Prices shifted. The economy struggled. And the effects didn't disappear overnight. Some records suggest it took years, even over a decade, for the economy to fully recover. Think about that. One man didn't just show wealth. He changed an entire economy. Part 6: The damage and the solution. But here's something even more interesting. Mansa Musa realized what had happened, and he tried to fix it. On his way back from Mecca, he borrowed gold from lenders in Cairo. Yes, borrowed. And then slowly released it back into the economy in controlled amounts. It was one of the earliest known attempts at economic stabilization. Even in his mistake, he showed intelligence. He didn't just have power. He understood it. Part 7: The world finally pays attention. After his journey, news of Mansa Musa spread across continents. Stories of his wealth reached Europe. And suddenly, Africa was no longer ignored. On the famous Catalan Atlas of 1375, Mansa Musa was illustrated holding a massive gold nugget, a symbol of unimaginable riches. For many Europeans, this was their first real image of a powerful African ruler. And it sparked curiosity. Exploration increased. Trade interest grew. Mali became known across the world. One journey changed global perception forever. Part 8. The King Who built knowledge, but wealth wasn't his greatest achievement. Knowledge was. When Mansa Musa returned home, he brought scholars, architects, and books with him. He invested heavily in education. In cities like Timbuktu, he built mosques and learning centers. The most famous became Sankore University, a place where thousands of students studied subjects like mathematics, astronomy, law, theology. Libraries filled with manuscripts. Books became treasures. At a time when much of the world struggled with access to knowledge, Mali became a center of learning. This was not just an empire of gold. It was an empire of ideas. Part 9. His final years and death. Mansa Musa ruled for about 2 decades. During that time, he strengthened the empire, expanded its influence, and left a legacy unlike any other. He died around 1337. And after his death, the empire slowly began to decline. Not immediately, but gradually. Because leaders like him are rare. Part 10. The legacy that still lives today. Centuries later, Mansa Musa is still remembered as the richest person in history. But his story is bigger than wealth. He showed that Africa was powerful, that it was advanced, that it mattered. He changed economies. He influenced maps. He built centers of learning. And he left behind a story that the world almost forgot. History hid this. But now you know. Ending. And this is just one story from Africa's past. There are many more the world has never heard. Follow. Because the next one might be even more shocking.